I'm about to tell you something that can change the way you think. You are not your thoughts. But the problem is that most people live as if every thought is the truth. Thoughts create emotions. Emotions drive decisions. And decisions shape your life. Today you'll learn how to step out of this autopilot mode and turn on awareness. Sometimes it feels like our life is controlled by circumstances. But if you look deeper, life is controlled by thoughts. Most people don't even notice what they think about all day. Thoughts run automatically. Patterns repeat. Emotions become habits. And this is how reality is created. In teachings about quantum reality, there's an important idea. Where attention goes, energy flows. Which means thoughts aren't just thoughts. They are the tuning of your future. But there's one problem. 90% of the thoughts you think today are the same as yesterday's. Which means we keep creating the same future again and again. And this is where awareness begins. Awareness is the moment when you suddenly notice, wait, who is thinking this thought right now? And something remarkable happens in that moment. You stop being the thought. You become the observer. And the observer is powerful. Let's break down how to develop this ability. Start noticing your thoughts. The first step is very simple. Throughout the day, just catch yourself thinking. You don't need to change the thought. You don't need to analyze it. Just say to yourself, I notice a thought about. For example, I notice a thought that I won't succeed. I notice a thought that I don't have enough money. I notice a thought that I'm worried. In that moment, a small miracle happens. You're no longer inside the thought. You're looking at it from the outside. And that is the beginning of awareness. Notice the emotions your thoughts create. Every thought creates an emotion. And an emotion is already energy in the body. Try asking yourself during the day, what am I feeling right now? And then, what thought created this feeling? Sometimes you'll be surprised. One tiny thought can create half a day of anxiety. But once you see it, it loses its power. Because unconsciousness ends where attention begins. Take pauses throughout the day. The mind is always rushing, but awareness lives in the pause. Try this simple practice a few times a day. Stop for 1 minute. Take a slow breath. Feel your body and ask yourself, what is happening with me right now? This brings you back from autopilot into presence. And it's only in this state that we can change our reality. Start choosing your thoughts. The strongest moment of awareness is choice. When you notice a thought, ask yourself, does this thought strengthen me or weaken me? If it weakens you, you can choose another one. For example, instead of, I won't succeed, try, I'm learning, and I'm getting better step by step. It sounds simple, but this is exactly how new neural pathways and new life patterns are created. The most important thing to understand is this. Awareness is not controlling thoughts. It's the ability to notice them. And every time you notice a thought, you step out of the old script. And in that moment, a space of choice appears. And it's in that space that a new reality begins to form. People often ask me, where does life change begin? Not with big decisions, not with drastic actions, but with a tiny moment, the first time you notice your thought. And if you do this every day, your life begins to change. Gently, but very deeply. Sometimes it seems like life changes through big decisions, but the truth is much deeper. All change begins with one small moment. When you notice your thought for the first time, you don't fight it. You don't run from it. You simply see it. And in that moment, the most important thing happens. You step out of the old script. and enter the point of choice. And it's in the point of choice that a new reality is born. If you start noticing your thoughts every day, you'll be amazed at how gradually everything begins to shift. Your state, your decisions, and even the people and opportunities around you. Because your attention is the most powerful energy you have. If topics like mindfulness, thinking, and creating a new reality resonate with you, subscribe to the channel. Here we explore simple practices that help shift thinking and create the life you truly want. And write the word awareness in the comments. I'm very curious to see how many people are ready to start observing their thoughts and changing their reality. See you in the next video.